Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more Pokemon Emerald. In the last episode, we took down Watson at the gym with a very cheap victory. And in this episode, now that our team is fully healed up, we are going to be heading out to Verdanturf Town. Now, as you recall, I kind of had an issue with recording where I did record this place, but I lost it, unfortunately. I don't know exactly what happened, unfortunately. Like, I did film it, though, but, like, I can't seem to find the footage, though. But anyway, I didn't pick up any of the items, luckily. I just fought the trainers. We have 3 Wepair berries here. Very nice. As for wild Pokemon in this route, we have 3 new Pokemon. First of all is Roselia, which is a grass poison type. It's pretty generic in this game. Gets an evolution that's awesome in the next game, but unfortunately, it does not evolve into anything as of yet, and it's still an okay Pokemon, just nowhere near as good as it is in the later games. And then as for the others, there's Volbeat and Illumise, another duo of Pokemon, similar to Plusle and Minun. These I don't recommend as much. Whoa, we got a revive! These ones aren't really like Plusle and Minun. They're not quite as salvageable in single battles as Plusle and Minun are. These things are really meant to work together in double battles. And their stats really just aren't quite as good as Plusle and Minun's were. I mean, I guess they still have the speed going for them, though, but not really much else. I think Volbeat's more offensive, whereas Illumise is more defensive. And as for the pronunciation of Illumise's name, that's how the anime pronounced it. That's why I'm saying it like that, because everyone's like, why aren't you saying it like Illumise? But yeah, that's why I'm saying it Illumise. But anyway, this trainer battle, actually, I didn't fight everyone here. Starting off this battle here, I did not make a good decision starting with Tentacool, so let's switch to Moagami, even though Moagami really does not need to get more levels. Oh well, looks like we'll just be using him, her, it anyway. What am I talking about, him, her, it? It's clearly a him. Alright, so let's do this. So, I guess while we're doing this battle, a lot of people have been kind of getting on my case saying that I didn't change Teddy's nickname, but the thing is, even though it kind of bothers me a little bit that it's a female and it's named after my male cat, I just don't find it that big of an issue now. I don't know why. I guess the name just kind of grew on me, though, because I like being like, ha, its name is Teddy and my cat is fat. I don't know. It doesn't quite bother me as much now, though, so I think I might actually just stick with naming it Teddy. I don't know. I might change the name later. Everyone keeps wanting me to change his name to Bread, because they're like, oh my god, then it'll say Bread is loafing around. Everybody just seems to like that. Don't know why, but everyone does. What do we got here? What do you think? Are these flowers pretty? I planted them all. Well, I'm going to run all over them. What do we got here? We have a great ball. Why are they giving us so many great balls for free? I mean, we can't even buy them yet, and we have, like, more than we know what to do with. Here we get a Repel, which is pretty nice. I think that does it for all the items here. But now that we're done with that, welcome to Verdanturf Town. Verdanturf Town? Do we need to heal? No, we don't. I don't really think we need to heal at all. Let's check the Pokemart. I think there might actually be some new items available to us here. Remember how I just said we can't even buy Great Balls yet? Well, guess what? 5 seconds from then, count it as not yet. We can buy them now. So we can also buy Nest Balls, which work well on Pokemon under level 30, which is kind of not really that helpful. I guess early in the game it can be good, though, but I mean, for 1,000 Pokédollars, might as well just use a Great Ball. I mean, now for something that I haven't quite done yet that I wanted to. I decided ultimately I'm going to use the TM Bulk Up on Combuskin. I don't have anything else that I think could really use it, and like I said, Teddy's going to retain his ability of only being able to move every other turn soon. So I'm thinking that Moagami would most benefit from it, which would make some boss fights really easy to just sweep. I'm going to get rid of Focus Energy because I have never used that move, and I don't know why I haven't unlearned it sooner. So yeah, now we have a much more solid moveset on Moagami. And then we're going to teach Slavinator Rock Smash. Such a weak move, only 20 power, and it has a chance of lowering the opponent's defense, which I guess makes it alright though, but jeez. Could you get any weaker? We'll get rid of Tackle, I guess. And by the way, I love the music here. Any surprise there? That's one thing I have to say about Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. They have such good music, and this guy says he's got Battle. Mappa told me he says the tunnel's full of timid Pokemon. They get scared of loud noise and make a big uproar. One man, he's trying to dig the tunnel all by himself. Sounds like the guy that we met when we were in Rustboro, which means in more ways than one now we're coming full circle. So, there's my 9 Repel. You know what? Hitting select, you can move your items up. Let's move the Repels up to the top so I don't have to keep scrolling down for them. Much smarter decision there. Okay, so. Here, we have a trainer battle. Not really a mandatory. What do you call a wild man up in the mountains? A mountain man, right? So why don't they call Pokemon in the mountains a mountain Pokemon? Because you have a funny hat on. which turned brown even though it was clearly pink a few seconds ago. Alright, so we're going to send out Tentacool. Unfortunately, Tentacool does not have any water moves yet. That's the thing of this LP that I've noticed. It's always like, when are we going to get water moves? I've actually known this for about a week now, that Kappa is not going to get any water moves until level 49 that do damage, and we're going to have to rely on TMs and HMs for water moves. So, thing about that is, I actually do have a plan that I've been doing for like the past couple of days. You'll see exactly what I mean, but I have found a way that Kappa will be really useful to us really soon. Not going to do that quite yet, though, but you'll see what I mean in just a moment. Geodude. No, I don't want to switch Pokemon, and my cat is scratching under the door to get in the door while I'm while I'm recording. Yeah, I'm waiting to record. I guess I was kind of waiting for a little while to record. I was just busy doing stuff, though, but yeah. So, keep falling. Kappa's actually not going to be too much of a challenge to use after this, though, because I have to say, like I said, Slakoth was kind of my self-challenge for this LP, where like I picked a Pokemon that I normally would not recommend that much, but Tentacool, I don't want you to go out there and poison that Machop though, because that could activate Guts, so let's use Moagami instead and just double kick it. Much better. Okay, so Moagami, as you can plainly see, is ridiculously overleveled. Like, this thing is so overleveled for our party, it's not even funny. Because it was the most useful Pokemon we have during Watson, which I actually have to admit, I didn't realize how tough Watson could actually be if you don't have Marshtomp. Marshtomp makes Watson a joke. Like, he is so easy, and I guess it's just because I use Mudkip most of the time when I play through this game that I just didn't ever realize how tough Watson could actually be if you don't have him. But yeah, where's my experience? Experience share is not in either of those pockets. Let's give that to Tentacool. Very nice. Okay. And up here we have an item. A Max Ether. Okay, that'll restore maximum PP to one of our moves. On the other side of this rock, my boyfriend is there. He's not just digging the tunnel to come see me. He works with his hands raw and rough for the benefit of everyone. Why don't you just climb over the rocks? What, you're able to use mythical creatures to burn, freeze, electrocute, and overall maim any enemy that stands in your way. And yet you can't freaking climb over a lousy rock when you could dig this entire tunnel by hand. And he gives us HM04, which is Strength. Very nice. So, muscular Pokemon able to move it, even large bolts, okay. Wanda! Now I can see you anytime! That's wonderful. Please take some rest of my— Whoa! I did not mean to hit the Z button there. So all of you guys who are asking, what does that Z button up in the corner do? Now you know what that actually is for. Yes, this is on a Nintendo GameCube, but anyway. So, we're going to go ahead and teach Strength there. We're going to give that to Vigoroth, because that will benefit him a hell of a lot more than Fury Swipes. As you can see here, Fury Swipes, 18 power, 2 to 5 times. Strength, 80 power. Yeah, not to mention 80 accuracy, 100 accuracy. Winner, loser. Okay, Teddy forgot Fury Swipes, and Teddy learned Strength. Not bad, okay. So we got an HM user who was actually not Slavinator. Slavinator, you might want to be careful. You might get replaced. Nah. No one can replace Slavinator in our hearts. And if I recall, if we go down this way, there is something useful. This guy says he dropped his glasses. Can we help him find him? If you have the item finder, this becomes really easy. Oh, HP up! I don't know why you wouldn't have the item finder, though, because you're required to have it by this point. So he wants us to help find his glasses, though, so I guess we'll equip the item finder. And I actually haven't been using my bike quite as much as I should, in all honesty. No response. Okay, so it's this way. Okay, so we went this way. Now which way is it? It's basically like a dowsing mechanism. In Diamond and Pearl, this item is so much more useful, I swear. Like, it is so much better. There we go, black glasses. Even though he's clearly wearing glasses in his sprite, I guess he needs to have sunglasses because he's got to look cool for the ladies. Those glasses, may I see them for a second? These are black glasses. They're not what I'm looking for. Maybe my glasses aren't around here. So, we get the black glasses for free. That raises the power of Dark-type moves, which I do not have a Dark-type Pokemon on my team, but maybe I will later. Hint, hint. Anyway, so, I'm saying anyway quite a bit in this video. I need to break that habit once more, though, because I stopped there for a little while, though, but now it's coming back. Let's check out the rest of Verdanturf. Twins! Far away, deep in Evergrande City, is the Pokemon League. The trainers who gather there are frighteningly well-skilled. In the Pokemon League, I think the rules say you have to battle the Elite Four all in a row. If you lose to any of them, you have to begin your challenge again from the first one. Well, that's cheap. It sounds like a challenge that was brought from far away that isn't even native to this land at all. Wanda's house. Wanda, 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 Wanda. Actually, that's Linda, Linda. What am I saying? You are... Oh, right, I get it. You're the Emil who Wally was telling us about. Wally's cousin. Glad to meet you. Alright, so... Wally. Get to see my girlfriend every day. Happy? You bet I am. Oh, Emil, Wally's next door. But boy, I have something to tell you. His natural environment is doing wonders for Wally's health. Maybe it's not the environment. It could be Pokemon that are giving the boy hope. What are you talking about? He's not next door. He's in the same room. So, Wally lives here now. He doesn't really get his own room. He gets an offshoot of the living room with a bed and a dresser in it. So I guess he kind of has an improved life here, whereas the house was just a table and a couple of chairs. I wonder who got to sleep on the table. Man, you know what? I bet you anything it was Wally. I bet Wally got to see that. Oh, let's see. This girl's a happiness checker. Seems to like you a lot. It seems to want to be babied a little. Okay, whatever. But yeah. I bet Wally got to sleep on the frickin' table. I want to sleep on a table. I mean, really. I don't get to sleep on tables, even though I live on my own. Because it's not good for my back. It's like a certain move Pokemon will be reluctant to use no matter how strong it is. For example, a Pokemon with a gentle nature probably won't enjoy hurting its opponents. Can't seem to live up its potential. It's probably failing at dislike moving as well. Okay. So, let's see here. Would you like this TM for your Pokemon? She gives us TM 45. Now, there's actually a TM in the other battle tent that I want to go get after this video because I didn't get it before. There's usually always someone who gives you a TM in these if I'm not mistaken. TM 45 is Attract, which I personally don't find that useful though because it's basically Confusion that's gender locked. 50% chance of not doing that though, and they don't even hurt themselves. But yeah, I don't really need to read that. Scott's over here, and you know what, Scott? You insulted me so much, there's no way I'm gonna let you get off scot-free! Battle Tent's a place where you can meet tough trainers, doesn't matter what the rules are, the battle expects you to do the best you can, okay? And, alright. And that pretty much does it for Verdanturf Town. I don't want to enter that tournament quite yet, because it is intended for level 30s, and we have to use our own Pokemon, unlike the last one where we were able to rent ones. And we're not quite level 30 yet, though, so bluntly, if we entered that tournament, we would have the floor wiped with us, yeah. Okay, back in Mauville. This is what I wanted to do. In Mauville, I actually, for the past couple days, have been carrying this game around with me, and I've been playing the game corner on and off every chance that I get. It took me about an hour or so, but I got a lot of coins, and I want to buy a TM. I would like to buy TM 13, which is Ice Beam, because it may not be a water move, but it will help Kappa quite a bit and make him a lot more useful, because that gives him type coverage against the flying types that he typically has a disadvantage to, as well as some other stuff. So it'll make him a bit more usable. He's not going to get the same type attack bonus with it, but you know, it's better than just using Absorb. So we'll give him Ice Beam now. So it took me a little while though, but I got the timing right on that game though, so pretty nice I guess. So he's going to get Ice Beam. Okay, we'll get rid of Absorb. And there we go! Kappa now has a good move. How commemorative. And I had a major derp moment, though, because I missed the most important thing on Route 117, which is this, the Daycare Man. He takes care of precious Pokemon for the trainers. So, what we can do is we can leave our Pokemon here. Every step that we take while a Pokemon's being left here, we can leave 2 at a time. We'll get 1 experience per step, okay? You can leave a Pokemon here if you find it to be too weak, or if you just want to level it up on the side, I guess. But I don't have a Pokemon that I really want to do that with. And it seems like Slavinator has yet another item. And I like how she's like, fine, come again, when they like say no. Let's see what Slavinator has. Super Potion! Slavinator! You're really helping a lot. But yeah, the daycare system, this is also where you take Pokemon if you want them to breed. I'm not going to list the egg groups on screen because that would take up way too much space on the screen. but Pokemon have different breeding compatibility, and the way that it works is when they breed, the Pokemon in the egg will be the species of the female and will inherit moves from the male. So now that we are done with that, I'm going to show what that TM was in the other battle tent, and then we will be progressing onward out of Mauville. Alright, this guy gives us TM41. Slim Kirby's favorite TM. Alright, it's Torment. That will make it so that the opponent can't use the same move twice in a row, which is kind of nice, I guess. But not really anything that I'll be using on my team, so... Well, actually, you know what? It might be kind of useful for Pokemon like Teddy, like once it evolves again, though. But for now, I don't think so. And I have to say, I love how quick the bike makes getting to Slayport and back. So anyway, now that we're done with everything else that we can do, let's go ahead and check on the map. We've explored all this area right here. We've come full circle with Rustboro City. Unfortunately, there's no reward for delivering the Devon goods to Captain Stern, just for delivering the letter to Steven. So, nowhere else to go. We can't go out this way because there's water that way. So, we're going to go to the north to Route 111. Very nice. And I keep saying very nice. So, off we go. Over here on Route 111. There's no wild Pokemon that will be appearing in grass, just in an area that we can't get to yet, so I'm not going to be talking about any wild Pokemon in this route quite yet. Here we have an Elixir, and now that we've done that, right here, Hamley's Farts, the Hamley's Farts beat is won. The Family's Hearts beat is won, the Winstrait's house. This is a series of battles, kind of like a gauntlet where you fight one trainer after another. I think we're actually going to be saving this for the next episode, though, because there's quite a few battles that we'll have to do, though. So, I guess next time on Pokemon Emerald, we'll be challenging the Winstraits and exploring more of this route, alright? See you guys then.